For the first time, the roster for our Guam national men's rugby team is all local. It's a 6-7-1 pride the players and coaches all carry onto the pitch and in every scrum, and one they fight hard to defend. They're heading to the Philippines for a rematch against an old foe, with renewed focus, a willingness to compete, and a hunger to hit.
We put our body out there. It's a physical game, it's part of it, but we feed off of it. Sometimes we get a little bit too carried away with how physical and our tenacity could be, but that's where the skill and the development has been with Guam Rugby over the last 20 years. You see the ball handling much improved, and the ball moves at a pace that it wasn't like it 20 years ago when I first started.
Rugby is one of those games where the simple things go a long way. Communication is definitely one of those little things that has to be very critical at the highest level, and so that's something we hope to bring effectively when we go over and play the Philippines.
Honestly, Guam has always been a smash mouth rugby team, right? We like to get physical. We have a lot of big boys, we have a lot of skinny boys, but 1 through 15, everyone knows how to put the hit on. And just bringing that and our game style into the game, we're trying to finesse it so that we're able to meet up with the skills that we need now in today's current game.
You know, I never have to worry about these guys, the Guam boys, getting fired up and playing hard. It's just a matter of how we're gonna, did we prepare enough? I played with a bunch of them, you know, years ago, and they were the youngest and I was the oldest, and now those young guys are now the oldest guys.
We have a relatively older group compared to previous years, but it's a very experienced group. Every single boy has played high school, so they grew up on Guam. They went through the local leagues, and just having that where we're a truly local team, it really puts a lot of pride into when we step on the field. We're not just representing ourselves, our family, but most importantly, we're representing our island.
You know, this is a groundbreaking history for Guam Rugby. It's the first time that we had an all-national local team, you know, from our coaches to our players. Everyone here has been playing rugby on Guam, coaches for high school, middle school teams out there. And, you know, for us to have that pride, you know, to all be from here and to all want to represent Guam to the best that we can, it's an unexplainable feeling.
You know, everyone's gonna have their own lead up, everyone's gonna have their own game day rituals and stuff like that. So kind of want to respect that, of course, but we're all doing it as a team, and we all get ready together. You know, there's the countdown, the bus ride over, and getting into the locker room, you know, knowing you only have an hour or 30 minutes before the game and all. It's very exciting, and you know, everything's through the roof. And the cool thing about it all is that when that whistle is blown to start the game, you're right there. At least you hope to be. And then for the next 80 minutes, that's where you should be.
One of the good things about this team is that there's so many of those of the team are coaches themselves, right? We have some that coach Sanchez, where the coaches are Sanchez, Ukadu, GW, Tijin, Southern, and FD.
I think it's not just rugby, it's every sport. When you go and put on a Guam jersey, you represent 160, 170,000 people, and you're playing against our Asian counterparts that have millions, some of them even billions. So there's a lot of pride, and with that, we try to represent ourselves to the fullest and represent the people before us.
It's the same people doing the same job. You're there for the same reason, and in knowing that, you know, knowing that this person is doing the same thing as me, you just want to try harder for that person.
We have a number of guys that have played both on island and off island, whether it be representing Guam or representing their clubs in the US or throughout the world. So with their experience and their knowledge and them just bringing that sense of leadership to the team, our team is, there's a lot of strength, there's a lot of power within our team, but there's a lot of speed. And I think the ball movement is where we're really gonna capitalize.
We're kind of renowned for having some heavy plates. People are very surprised when we go over and start looking for food and everything. The hotels lose out on money because when we go there and we find out there's buffet for the whole time we're there, yeah, we do some damage, yeah.
Team Guam shuts it down, right?
Oh yeah, especially
That's the way it should be, bro.
Especially Filipino breakfast. Like, they can't go wrong with that.
Oh
yeah.
man, they bring out some like a crispy pata.
Oh, garlic rice and longanisa and eggs. That's.
And then they got sinigang waiting for you when you get back.
Oh, I hope so.
I've been with the national team since 2005. Been playing rugby since 1989. So, you know, we're just trying to use all our resources and get all the people to help us and create a more organized program for the boys and give them what they deserve, what a national team deserves.
Is there a rallying cry that you guys have, like that really gets you guys like hyped?
Just a big old Biba, you know, at the end of the day, Biba Guahan on 3, Biba Guahan on me, and that's it. As long as we have our people and our community behind us, our guys, our boys left and right of us, that's all we can really ask for. And being able to represent and do it's a blessing.